Well, hello. Let's look at some comic books. It's been a while since one of these comic haul videos. I have done a few pickups over the last, I don't know, month and a half or something like that. Um, I just been stacking them up. I haven't really gone through a lot or looked at a lot. Um, so I'm just gonna freestyle it here and let's just see what happens. Let me show you what I picked up. You know, this is gonna come from a few different places. Even did some out of town digging. So let's just go with it. So I saw this book out of Alcatraz. This is new, a new title. What is this? Oni Press. And yeah, I know I talk about not buying new stuff or whatever, but I did it. You know, so stupid move probably. Anyway, I saw this copy first. This is issue number 2, just dropped, and I was searching for issue number 1, which is more than likely in this stack. But I saw this one and I thought I didn't even, it was already bagged and boarded. So I didn't get to flip through it or nothing. I took a chance, and I shouldn't be taking chances like that with comic books being $5, $6 nowadays, which is crazy to me. But anyway, I picked this up. Has anybody read this? Is anybody familiar with this title? Because I'm hoping it turns out to be good. And I would like to proudly say that I have been doing a lot more reading this week, so this is incredible. I probably should have showed the new issue of this. This is The Boys #1. I found another copy of this that was in better condition. Not that I'm one of those guys, but whatever. And this book, this particular one, this is not the one I just recently found. But this was the one I found several years ago. And the reason why I'm bringing this one out is I'm actually going to get rid of this. I know I just recently heard that this is like some type of TV show that's supposed to be pretty popular. I found this particular book at the half price books. And this one was, there's a sticker on there, it's 25 cents that I paid for this book way back in the day, and I'm selling it. The only problem with this book is it's in relatively decent shape, but this 25-cent sticker is on the actual cover, and it doesn't appear like it's one of those price tags that'll just peel right off. I personally think it's on there for life, but I'm not an expert on removing stuff like that. Anyway, if anybody's interested in this, holler at me. Make me a decent offer. Okay, there's a few of these in here that I'm seeing now because I did not go through these. I just been stacking them that I'm going to show you in a separate video. So we won't even look at those. Let's see where this stack came from. What is this stuff? Oh, here we go, right here. There's Out of Alcatraz, issue number 1. I was just recently in the Midwest. I was in Michigan. I picked this copy up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, at a store. Which store was this? I believe this was a store called FanFare in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And I just kind of, this was number 1. If I picked up number 2 first, I gotta grab number 1 while I still can. So that's that. While I was there, the reason why I like FanFare is because they have the biggest selection of 50-cent books that I've ever seen out of any comic book shop. So I had to find some stuff that was in there. Ooh, this book I'm going to show you. There's a few of these I'm going to show you in other videos. I kind of don't want to show them now, so I'll skip over those. I found another issue of Monarch #3. I have that complete run, but I have yet to read it. I may send this to one of the homies that might dig it. Um, I love Rodney Barnes and his stuff. This is Monarch #4. Pass that on. I found another copy of Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer. I have that run. That was a real short-lived run, but I do have. I took a look through issue #1 and loved it. And this book is exactly what the title suggests: Harriet Tubman killing demons. Yeah. I think I featured that in another video. A buddy of mine, big ups to Paco out of Chi-Town, sent me this book, but I saw it again. I had to pick it up again. This is, let me get this right so I don't screw this up, because some of this title is covered up. Son of Alsar, Hiru, son of Alsar. Am I saying that right? I do believe, no. You will see this book in another video. Won't even get into that. This is another book I gotta show you later. Oh, here's some. This looked really cool. I was digging the art in here. I might have to go look for these other ones. This is a book called Once Our Land. And this is issue 3? No. Yeah, issue #3. Once Our Land. Take a close look at these guys so you can kind of see what where this whole story is going. I was digging the art. Like I said, I really like the art. It was a lot of darker medieval colors. The whole book kind of gives you that whole back in the day medieval vibe to it. So, and the whole book is like that, like different shades of, here's one that's more grayish blue. So I'm looking forward to reading this, and like I said, might have to go out and find the rest of them. I am going to put that on my little list in case, I find it in a dollar box or whatever. This is a book that I had 1 or 2 early issues of that I read, and I thought it was pretty good. This is Hook #6. I think I have like maybe 2 and 3 or 1 and 2 or something like that. I don't really know where this story goes, and apparently this run lasted a pretty decent while. But I was, whatever early issues I had, I read them, and I was digging the story. So we'll see where that goes. Here's another issue of Monarch. This is #3. I think I just showed you #3. This is a variant cover, I guess. So yeah, I'll be passing that along. I have a lot of Rodney Barnes shorter runs, complete runs, but I thought since I come across them pretty frequently, and in the dollar bins, I would pick up the Philadelphia. Can't really say that it's like it's very attractive, because I'm really not a vampire type of person, even though I love horror comics. But anyway, I picked up Philadelphia #31. So as long as I can find them, I'll pick these up until I have the complete run. But I'm only gonna pick them up cheap right now. I've shown this book in some older videos. This is Death or Glory, and this is issue #11. I don't know where I got it in my head that this only had like 3 or 4 issues or something, but apparently it goes for a little while. I know I have like the first 3, 4 issues of it, but I didn't know it, it kind of stretched that far. And here is issue #5 of that. So I must have the first 4 issues of that. But I'm not even sure if I had to have flipped through it at least those early issues, but I can't tell you anything about the story. This is, oh, wait, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. This is issue number 4, and I definitely didn't have this issue before. Um, Here is the Unknown Soldier. What issue is this? Issue number 7. I picked this up because I picked up the issue that was drawn completely by Richard Corbin, my favorite comic book artist, and I talked about that in one of my Corbin videos. But I picked this up because look, all these zombies are black, and this character on the front is black. So I thought I need to check this out because the Corbin book is just like that too. So I found that interesting, and I want to learn more. I want to read more. I want to see more about where that's going. I might have to go for that run at some point. Here's just an offshoot of some books that really look interesting. This is issue number 3 of a 5-issue run, so I'll probably have to get the other 4. This is Slow Burn number 3. Take a look at that. You know, so that might be right up my alley. Has anybody read this? What can you tell me about that book, Slow Burn? That's gonna appear in another video. Ooh, this is definitely gonna appear in another. I had my homeboy Diego with me, and he was grabbing books. He was like, yo, check this one out, check this one out. Hitting me off with these books that yeah, man, hitting me off with these books that he knew I was interested in. This one looked interesting. This is issue number 4 of Vagrant or Vagrant Queen. Somebody help me with that. How do you pronounce that? And I guess it's like some young chick who's like a queen of something. I don't know. They took her throne. She told them to keep it. Child Queen Alida was driven from her throne at the age of 10, forced to wander the galaxy. Okay, I don't really like space stuff, but let's see. Evading the revolutionary forces that wanted her dead. Now, Alida has returned to her former kingdom to stage the rescue of her long-lost mother. Okay, I'm back on board with that. I'm going to read this. That's issue number 4, and we just going to see where it goes. Hey, here's issue number 6 of Huck. Didn't I just show this to you? I sure did. I bought 2 issues of number 6. I thought that looked familiar. My mistake, but hey, at least I only paid 50 cents for it, right? That's all that counts. Here's another random one from Boom. This is issue number 6 of an 8-issue run. Thomas Alsop. Anybody know anything about this book? I know Big Elbow probably know about all these books I'm talking about. He knows a lot more than I do. That was issue number 6. Here's issue number 2 of that same title. Big Elbow, put me up on game, man, please. Now this is a newer book. I've seen this on the shelves. This is number 3 of a book called Red Light. I know that I kind of flipped through this some months back because this is a new book. This book just came out. When I say just came out, I'm talking about it within the last year. So I figured, hey, it's 50 cents. Let's see what happens. The rest of them might, end up in the 50 or dollar box too. We don't have a whole lot of 50-cent boxes here in Phoenix. I only know of one store, which is Greg's Comics, which is one of my favorite stores in the whole city. And they have some really good 50-cent boxes. In fact, a lot of my newer titles that I've got these that I'm doing these short runs on came out of Greg's, and they were like books that was just pulled off the shelf. You know what I mean? So they're newer books. Uh, when I get out of town and I run into more 50-cent boxes, that's always nice. This is I've shown you this book before. I'm not even sure. This says part 1. Jazz Maynard. Maynard, is that the way I'm supposed to pronounce it? Maynard. I don't know. But I definitely was digging this book. I found some other copies of this. This is part 1. Maybe that also means issue number 1. But these all came from FanFare. Well, do I have some more? I think I have some more from FanFare. Those came from FanFare in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Okay, where did these come from? Oh, okay. So check this out. We also went to a store in Battle Creek, Michigan. Oh, what is the name of the store? It's called Discount Hobby. Even though it's a comic book shop. I mean, they got a few like statues, and they sell some sports cards and some non-sports cards, and a few knickknacks here and there. They got toys and statues and figures and stuff like that. But it's 90%, comics. So I think the name Discount Hobby kind of throws it off a little. Anyway, wow. You want to talk about 50-cent books? This guy has 31-cent books. Yes. And he replenishes them pretty regularly. So I want to show you some books that came out of there. This is in Battle Creek, Michigan. Tiny, tiny little town. Only 2 comic book shops in that town. I wish I could think of the name of the other one, but I can't. One is more of a new wave kind of store, and then Discount Hobby is like old school. Like, this guy's like, he's an older guy, been doing it forever, old school type of guy, doesn't even own a computer. He has to put his orders in, go over his buddy's house, and sit with him and have his buddy who has a computer order his books and this, that, and the other thing. But I've scored big time in there. A lot of books that have appeared on this video, or on this channel rather, have come out of there because I spent a year there. And for anybody that don't know about Battle Creek, it's where Kellogg's and Post, that's where they're located. I got family there. Anyway, on to the books. I hope I'm saying this right. Gasolina. Is that how you pronounce that? Gasolina. This is issue number 6 of Gasolina. I dig the art. I'm digging that. We got issue number 2 of that, and we have issue number 3 of that. Oh, issue number 1. You can see that 31-cent sticker. You see that? Isn't that a beautiful sight? I got number 10. We got number 18. It's not the whole run. 17. That's a cool looking cover. What else? We got issue number 16. We have issue number 15. And what else we got here? Here's issue number, what is this? Oh, issue number 11. And these little price stickers that'll peel right off. I've had a lot of experience with that. Issue number 12. Issue number 13. This is not like the complete run. These are kind of issue number 14. At 31 cents, how can you leave some of these titles behind? I had to take them. I think that's it from that. Okay. This is another random one. Crude? Is that one? Crude, number 6. Image book. Anybody know anything about this book? Art is alright. Looks like it's some like tough guy type of stuff. I don't know what it is. Bent cover there. This is a book I know I've shown an issue of this book before. And this is a new book too. This is still on the shelf if I'm not mistaken. I thought I picked up an issue of this, or maybe not. Anyway, this is from Boom. This is Eat the Rich, and that's issue number 1. I believe. Where did I get these? Because these didn't come from there. Where did I get these? These may have come from Discount Hobby, but I think these came out of the dollar box. Yes, these came out of the dollar box. Still Discount Hobby. Here's Eat the Rich, number 5. Here's another. Oh, wait a minute. This is called Orphanage. That's issue number 1. And then we got Orphanage issue number 2. I hope I'm saying this right. I feel like I'm off. No, that's right. I think. Yes. This is a book I saw. I thought, yeah, let me check this out. This is The Rot, number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Big Elbow. What am I holding here? Help me out. And then, what is this? Where did I get these from? Oops. A few flyers there. Issue of Record Collector. Yeah. These. Wow. Where did I get these? Wow. Oh, man. I will be showing you these in another video. I assure you. These are some Corbin books. So you'll see those in a Corbin video. And other than that, Free Comic Book Day. I didn't really do that for the most part. I didn't do any research to see if there were any books that were going to be released that I might be interested in. I knew there was way more of a chance that there wouldn't be than that there would. Now, if I'm available, I will go out to Free Comic Book Day just to hang out with buddies and this, that, and the other thing. Pick up a few books, but man, last 2-3 years, I haven't, those books that I picked up, I haven't even read any of them yet. So, and there's only been one comic book day that I was really out there looking for stuff. This was several years back, and that's when the Ed Piskor Hip Hop Family Tree book came out, the free one, and I picked up a handful of those on that day. But other than that, I don't go out there. But I did go out to Ash Avenue. Big ups to Ash. And my main man Drew out there, who's holding it down. One of the best stores in the whole valley. Probably the biggest selection of indie comics, local indie comics. A lot of the stores carry them, but Drew has like everybody's comic book in there. Anyway, I went down there because my man Billy from Billy's Comics had put out this teaser. I showed you this in another video, but this is called Secret Warp, and it is based on MF Doom, and this is a part of Billy's bootleg series. So I had to go out and holler at my man Billy, holler holler at my man Luster. Billy does the writing and the cover, and Luster did all of the inside art. Um, so this is the teaser. This is coming in a month or so. So be on the lookout for it. It'll be very interesting on how you can acquire this actual book. So I went out to pick this up because I wanted a copy of this. But other than that, that was about it. I was in and out. I was actually working that day and shot down there. And I did pick up a few books. Let me show you what I picked up that I do plan on reading one day. So this is the Phantom book that I picked up. This is Boom 20. I guess that's talking about the company over the last 20 years, I am assuming. This is called The Mighty Men. The Mighty Neen. Whatever that means. Origins. I wasn't seeing a whole lot that I was really into, so I just grabbed whatever. And this is Mike Spears' Monsters. Now this one looked kind of cool. I mean, the cover's not all that exciting, but man, look at this. Look at this art. Look at this clown art, man. Now that's cool. So I was digging that. There's different stories in here. No, that's one whole story. Yeah, this art is just incredible. I might have to start picking this up. Look at this. That's what I call comic art, man. So I might have to start picking this up, man. For real. But I gotta buckle down and start reading these. I've been reading Corbin all week because I'm behind, even though I'm behind on everything. And then I didn't want to leave Drew's spot without spending some money. You know, I didn't want to just go in, grab some free stuff, and then jet. So, because I was in a hurry, I saw this on the wall. And this is one of those Marvel wrap cover parody books or whatever. And this is called Patsy Walker, Woman Under the Mask or something. I don't know what this book is about. But they did the whole Diggable Planets blowout comb. I should show you guys what that cover looks like. Hold on, give me just a second. Okay, here we go. Let me take this out of here. So, there's the Marvel cover, and here's the actual album cover. So, yeah, you can see where they're going with that. And of course, mine is autographed, because that's how I roll. But yeah, so I picked that up, threw a couple bucks Drew's way. So, you know, he wouldn't run me out of there for being cheap like he normally does. No, I'm just kidding. Me and Drew go way back, like a Cadillac with 4 flats. Alright, that's my haul. That's my latest haul. It's time for me to drop another Corbin video, so stay tuned for that soon. I got some cool Corbin stuff to show y'all. Woo! Stay tuned. Alright, this is Daryl D. Thanks for hanging out for half an hour. Y'all stay safe. Peace and love.